Welcome back, guys. And for once, I thought I'd start off the episode with a slightly different view. And you've got to say, that's actually pretty cool, isn't it? I like this. Right, a couple of things to take care of before we kind of get into it. First of all, who was it? Oh yeah, Riley Carlisle. Riley Carlisle left a comment a couple of episodes ago, and he wanted me to say, "This episode is brought to you by Riley Carlisle." Right, well that's not happening. And also, Papa John Jr., Anthony Lamb, and Swatip Dahal all wanted shout-outs. Well, that's not happening either. Right, so now that's out of the way. A few things that I've been doing. I've been doing some work over here in this little area, getting all the power and everything sorted out. But I've been working on some of the districts. Now, this area down here. Who was it that said this? It was Hoops JVL. Hoops JVL said this area down here, if you look at it from the top, looks like a one-eyed octopus. And when I looked at it, I thought, you know what? He's absolutely right. So I took his naming suggestion of Cycloptopus Bayside. So this area down here is Cycloptopus Bayside. How about that? Ooh, garbage is piling up. Excellent. We will be doing some work in this. We've got a whole subway system to put in over here, but we'll get to that. I want to go through these names because I've been doing quite a lot of work with the districts. So, actually, let's put the districts on so you can see. Where are we up to, by the way? We're up to 104,000. We're continuing to grow. I did notice our unemployment was down around 9%. And it crept up to 11%, and it's gone back down to 10%. We really need to get this subway system in over here to keep our unemployment down. I cannot stress to you how important good transport is in order to keep your unemployment down. And I still need to put bus routes in and all kinds of stuff, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Right now, what's important? What's important? Names. So this is Cycloptopus Bayside down here, and this is the Jersey Shore. This is where all the desperate New Jersey housewives and stuff are. So there should be a lot more tourism going on down there, shouldn't there? Yeah. Cool. Right. Then up here, now this is Hoboken, which I've probably spelt wrong. Looking at it. Yeah, I've spelt that wrong. Never mind. I'll fix that. So this is the Hoboken area, and let's put districts on so you can actually see. So here's Cycloptopus Bayside, and then this area up here is Hoboken. And then I've put in the Lincoln Bridge and the Holland Bridge, which of course should be the Lincoln Tunnel and the Holland Tunnel. But we don't have tunnels yet. Come on, developers. Give us tunnels. We want tunnels. And then over here we've got the famous Brooklyn Bridge, which leads us over to Brooklyn. Now Brooklyn's obviously a lot bigger than this, but we'll live with this. This is the industrial area here. And then I've broken the residential area up into Queens, which is that down there. I'm not going to comment on Queens because it's just going to upset too many people. I thought about naming one of these areas like Guidoville, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to be good. And then Long Island over here, which is going to be like a really rich area. So we'll have to max this out in terms of levels, building levels, get it all nice, get all the nice villas down on the coast. I suppose we should have, like, I don't know, Martha's Vineyard and stuff like that. We should have little districts down here. Anyway, if you want me to do that, drop me a comment. Tell me where it should be. Right, what else? What else did I put in? Brooklyn Bridge. I think that's all the bits and pieces that I did. Yes, that is all the bits and pieces. Now that reminds me, a building has burned down. Just before I started this little recording. And let's turn this off. I was sitting here looking at the Twin Towers, as you do. Let's get down here. Yeah, there we go. That's a good view. And guess what happened? Yeah, the World Trade Center Building 1 caught fire, and I was very tempted to start recording and show you this burning down, and then I thought, no, for once in your life, Skye, have a bit of sensitivity. So I did. Right, now what have I been doing? I've got a bit of a sore throat today. I don't know why. I've been running around and I've been hooking up the electricity, and the only thing I haven't done is like hooking up these 3 stations. Now I have put a road. I've added a road across here because there's a station here and there's a station down here, and I thought, yeah, we want as many people as possible to be able to access those, so I've put that road in across there, which is a very good idea. Having long stretches of road with no connections and whatever isn't generally a good thing. Well, I need to do some work, I think, down here. We'll see. Right, getting back over here. If I put the electricity on, we should see that everything is now nicely connected. I've added 1 or 2 little parks just to give me little connections and stuff, and I've put in 1 or 2 more bits of electric stuff. God, what's wrong with me? I'm falling apart today, dear, oh dear. But yeah, and it's all starting to fill in, and you can see odd buildings leveling up. It's all coming along nicely down here. Right, but as I said, we really, really need a subway system down here, so we're going to do that next. So, and I'm not going to do like that, show you that like the whole thing, but I'll show you how I'm going to lay it out, because what we want is for these people who are living around here to be able to get into the city, right? So we want them to be able to get to Brooklyn so that they can work there, and also we've got this big office area which I haven't really named. We should call this, I don't know, we should call this like Madison Avenue or something. Yeah, you know what? Might do that. Not only might I do it, I'm going to do it. What the hell? Like, why not? This block of offices over here. I'm not going to be too fussy about it. Just going to do a little block like this. And Madison Avenue is actually more like over here, but yeah, it is what it is. It's not like a perfect, accurate representation. Let's be honest. Sunnyside Heights, no. Madison Avenue. Madison Avenue, which traditionally was where all the advertising companies were. Madison Avenue was a synonym for advertising. I work on Madison Avenue, or it's like Wall Street. I work on Wall Street, meaning I work in the financial industry. Oh dear, I'm all over the place today, aren't I? I'm in a funny mood. I'm in a very funny mood. Ooh, Mrs. Right, what? Oh yeah. So I want these guys to be able to get up into Brooklyn and up into Madison Avenue. So let's go to our subways and let's start putting this. And we're going to start, I guess, up at Madison Avenue. So I'm thinking, like, now, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to have a couple of routes. I think that's a good idea, because we've already got one lot going up this side of Madison Avenue, right? So that'll be good. So I think what we'll do, we'll put in a few stops down this way. So come on. So we'll put one there, and we're gonna have quite probably a fair few of these. Oh, come on, settle down, will you? And yeah, I'd say I'm going to pack these in fairly tightly, and then one down this. Oh, come on, there. Right, then so this, we're going to have a line that comes down here, and then we'll come into the Brooklyn area, and similar kind of dealio. If my mouse will behave. Come on, mouse. Bear with me. Right, and then, well, yeah, what do you think? One more down here? Yeah, cool. Right. Then we'll get into this whole area, and I think what we're going to do is we're going to come inside a little bit. So I'm thinking kind of like maybe there. Yeah, so we'll come like down this side, and then we'll come kind of across here, and then like, do I want to come like out as far as this? Yeah, I think I do. Yeah, out as far as there. Then we'll come round, and yeah, there's there's a fair amount of traffic around there, so we'll put one there and one over here. And then we want to go into this area. Now, I don't know whether to put like a couple of routes into this. And what I'm thinking is maybe we have like one circle that kind of goes up here-ish in some way, shape or form. I'm kind of making this up as I go along. Do I? Yeah, I think I do. Right, so there's going to be one loop which is going to go like round here and then up into this area. Yeah. Okay, I think I know what I'm doing now. And then we'll go up through this area. Loads of these in here. And I'm just thinking about the angles. And then I want to come back up this area here. So a bit of a sharp turn around there. I really should start using curves to put the tracks in, because I've been using straight, which is kind of silly and not a good plan. Have another one there and one there, and then I'm seriously thinking maybe have one. That's a bit close, but I'm going to put one in there as well anyway. And then we'll actually link it up to this as well. So we're going to have quite a comprehensive subway system going up there. But, so we've got this this loop in down here, but I think we also want to run one that comes down, probably using these same stations on this side, and then goes off into this area, the Long Island area. So we'll have a subway that runs around there as well. So how near? Probably come off at, I don't know. Come off where? Maybe come off this station. And then come over this side. There. And then maybe bring it down here. Yeah, and then we'll just, we're not going to put so many in on the Long Island side, I don't think. And one on this side maybe. Yeah, I think so. And then now, do I take it round the outside, or do I take it through the commercial area and then put some buses in? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do, I think. Yeah. I think that makes more sense. And instead of making, yeah, this probably isn't going to be like a full loop. Well, let's put one in there, and we'll have one like right out there. That's going to be the terminus. But I think what's going to happen is the subway is going to come up here, go up here, and then come back down, and then we'll have another loop that runs around here. Yeah, I think that's a good plan. So we'll have one down here, one over here. If I can squeeze one in. Yeah, one over here. This is going to upset people because these are really noisy. These subway stations. Noise pollution is an issue, but and then there, and then we can hook back up into here. Okay, so here is our network laid out, our subway network, and we start up here, and so we're coming off here, coming down here, as you can see, and coming around here. So that's pretty good coverage. And then we've got a spur that comes off here, and then we can do a route around here. And that should be able to get a lot of these people into these working places. Now, as well as that, we also want people to be able to get from these lines into the city themselves. Now, they're going to be able to do that up here, but I think it might be an idea to extend this line, and we'll put just a very short line just going between these three stations. In fact, you know what? I'll show you that. So now somebody did point out that having like right angles into these is not a good idea. So hooking them up like that isn't the best idea. So it's much better if you can sort of bring them round at a bit of an angle. Right. So they can come from here, from this station, go up to this station. Then we'll take it from this side. And we're going to have to do something fairly wild and wacky. I'm thinking maybe we go up to this one. So, yeah. I think it's going to make for a bit of a better layout. Oh. Now, where's the station? And where can I hook on? Oh, yeah. Where can I hook onto there? Kind of weird. Oh, it'll let me hook on there. That'll do. That's close enough. Right, so then I'll put this line in just so you can kind of see what the hell I'm doing. So I'm going to create a new line from there, run it up to this guy, and then up to this guy, and then just run it back again. So that we've now linked these three lines together. Okay, so I've just put the first pair of lines in, and it starts up here, and then it comes down here, through Brooklyn, out into Queens, all the way round, comes back up here, back through Brooklyn, back up through Madison Avenue, and up to there. So it's a circular line, and then there's another one going back round the other way. So I've done both of those. Right. So now I've got to try and figure out, like, well, how am I going to do this line? And I think what we're going to do is a pretty kind of sort of similar thing. What I might do, that's a good idea. If I put in a connection from now, see, I guess I want a connection sort of from about here. Let's bring you off there and then hook you up to... Let's try and get a slightly better angle. There we go. Right, now we've got a connection in there. What I can do, I can bring... Yeah. So I can do a line which is basically the same thing. Alrighty, so yeah, so I've just put the second big route in. So it starts up here, goes down here, then cuts across here, goes down here through Brooklyn, and then around the big loop of Long Island, out to here, and then comes back up here, and then it goes up this side of Madison Avenue and connects back. And then I've done it the other way around as well, so we've got routes going in both directions. That actually is pretty cool. I quite like that. Yeah, I'm just kind of tempted to maybe put like a connection across or something, but I think I'm going to leave it as it is for now. You know what? Let's crank that up and see how that actually runs. Now let's check our unemployment. Okay, our unemployment is at 9% at the moment. Now that we've put that in, let's let that run for a while and see if that brings our unemployment down, maybe even a little bit more. And you know what? I've never had a look from the Long Island side. Man, always buildings burning down. Come here. Thank you. Right, go away. I really need to switch that. Good dear, that's a bit laggy, isn't it? I can't wait for my new graphics card to turn up, which is going to solve these problems. Did I tell you about that? I've got a new graphics card arriving later today. I'm upgrading from a GTX 670 to a GTX 970, which should do away with all of the problems, I'm hoping. I really need to switch off Chirper and switch off all of these pop-ups and stuff. Although, you know, with me, like, the more pop-ups the better, because I'm such a bonehead. I miss most of the stuff. You know, I've got to say, this is starting to look not too bad. Oh, I've got I don't know, I think I dreamt it, but I've come up with a really nice layout for an airport, but I'm going to save that for the next city. I'm going to do a really elaborate airport layout, like a proper international airport. I think that's going to be quite cool. Now, I'm sure several people would be shouting at me saying, "You got loads of icons everywhere." Yeah, I know. But I'm playing the big picture here, guys. When we do the next city, I might do like the little picture and look at all the little details and something. This one, there's a little bit of missing water down here. Let's just check that. Yeah, we've got a little bit of missing water. Let's pipe that in. There we go. Make these people happy. Don't think we've got any more water issues. I haven't seen any other water icons while I've been running around. I covered all of this area. Yep. Sewage treatment. We could do with a little bit more sewage treatment. You know what? I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to have a run through these and see if there's anything massive that needs to be done. You know what? Before we go, let's have a look at the. Let's just have a quick look at the traffic and see if there's anything that's like really, really horrendous. Now we know these bridges were fairly busy, but yeah, they're moving. They're okay. They're working. We've got green bits in the middle, so it's just at the end where there's the traffic is heavy. Obviously, this bit down here is pretty heavy, but again, it's still moving. Red doesn't mean nightmare; it means heavy traffic. Now, there might be traffic jams, but in this case, now there's a lot of traffic here. Come on, go through a. Let's speed it up so we can actually see what's going on. Is it keeping moving? I don't know. We might have to do something about that. I think that's a bit too sticky. And then this is looking heavy, but I don't know. It might be bearable. We might have to do something about these bridges. Maybe refine how we've got our junctions set up at either end. We'll see. This is all green, but then it would be. This is going to be busy. Oh! One thing. One thing we do have to do. Oh, by the way, talking about names, I've got a couple more things that I need to do. But I'll do this. I'll do this first, and then I'll do a little bit more naming stuff. You guys have come up with a couple of things. Now, what the hell was I going to put in? Oh yeah, I was going to put in another cargo harbour, because obviously a lot of traffic's going to come out of here. We want a route for them to be able to like ship out. So let's put a cargo harbour, I guess, there. Cool. Right. Let's get rid of that, and we'll hook this up with some roads. Now, how am I going to hook this up? I would have liked to have a bit more of a gap between the in and out, but I think we'll just hook it up to these two, and we'll see how it goes. Probably only need two lane roads to get into this, so yeah, we'll do it with 2 lane roads. What have I got? I've got that set up, so that's okay. So let's just come like. Oh, I've got parking there. That was bad placement. Let's get rid of that. All right, come on. Come on, focus, Skye. You can do this. Let's bring that down a bit. Oh, come on. There we go. Bit of a tight angle, but it's cool. We'll live. Ooh, slope too steep. Ooh, what if I bring it up there? Oof. Those heavy trucks are going to have a bit of a time climbing up that, aren't they? Oh, nice big wall. I've got to say, these are not the prettiest. I like the tops. I like the cranes and everything. But they're not the prettiest buildings sitting on these concrete blocks. It'd be nice if they were on legs and stuff. But it is what it is. I'm getting fussy. Cool. Right. Oh, yeah. So the reason I've put this in is to have the traffic. But what kind of prompted me to think about this? So can you hear my croak in my throat's game? Terrible. Somebody. Now, who was it? It was. It was Tomtown 007. He wanted me to name the cargo one on the other side, on the Jersey side. Crackhead Cargo. But then I thought, you know what? We could do a whole mafia thing. So I'm going to call this Crackhead Cargo. And this is going to be... Let's get rid of this so we can actually see. This is going to be where they do all of the illicit smuggling. So all the crack and heroin and all the other cool drugs that are coming. Cool drugs. That was wrong phrase. Drugs are bad, children. Do not take drugs. Unless they're prescription drugs given to you by your parents. Right, yeah, so, yeah, the drugs are going to come in here and there'll be all kinds of furtive going-ons in this district, and they'll be shipping drugs into the city. Here you go. Here's the first load of crack coming in containers. Because let's face it, it's New York. They need container loads of crack just so they can get through the day. Right, so, yeah, that was that. And then there was one more. Craig Maxwell wanted me to call somewhere. He wasn't specific about where. I was thinking, I think he meant like somewhere over here. He wanted me to call it Deckle Barrel Valley. Right? No, that's not happening because I can't even say it, for goodness sake. Deckle Barrel Valley. It's a good tongue twister, though. Right, so, I think we'll leave it there. A quick look at our... unemployment down to 8%. See what I mean? The more you improve your transport networks so people can get around, it just brings your unemployment down because people can actually get to their jobs. So, yeah, we definitely need to add some bus routes in over here. We need to add some bus routes in over here. And then we might get our... I've got a target. I'd love to get it down to around 5%. That would be really sweet. Okay, guys, that's it for now. I'll catch you for the next one. Peace out.